Let me bring in Kamaljeet Sandhu also for the latest on the operations that are underway. Kamaljeet, just to focus also on who the terrorists are, who committed this cowardly act. Can you give us those details?
Well, the first suspicion was Lashkar-e-Taiba, and what we've been told is that there is an ownership and a claim which is coming from the TRF, which is the Resistance Front, an arm of Lashkar-e-Taiba. Now, this group has been in operation for quite some time, but very clearly a dastardly attack taking place, and we've been told they have tried to orchestrate a genocide or a massacre of sorts. This is obviously a very heart-wrenching of sorts because the numbers, especially the casualty or fatalities, both are expected to rise. At this point of time, IG Kashmir is very much present there. There is a rescue operation taking place. But yes, the operations have already begun. And it's going to be Home Minister Amit Shah who's going to micromanage everything. He's spoken to the Prime Minister. He's been briefed. He's been directed to come to Pahalgam and visit the attack site. Now, what is also very clear is that there seems to be a Pakistan ISI imprint on this. The timing of the attack is definitely of that one of the visiting US Vice President J.D. Vance. He's been here from April 21st, and his visit is expected to end on April 24th. And before his visit ends, this dastardly attack now taking place. We've seen in the past there has been a strategic shift from Kashmir towards Jammu. In the past 2 years or so, we've seen number of attacks, be it on civilians or security forces, have been in Jammu. But right here, they have attacked tourists. So they've actually hit not just the Achilles heel, they've also chosen to hit out at innocent tourists. They were sitting ducks because they were unarmed. They were obviously there to have a good time during summer vacations. And this is when what we've been told by our sources and eyewitnesses is very clear that they were at least 3 armed gunmen in combat uniform who opened indiscriminate fire on tourists, and they had very little time to even react. And that what we also know is this area is non-motorable because mostly people walk down or go by horses, and the security forces were extremely careful while treading there because sometimes terrorists often use an incident to lay a trap for security forces and thereafter launch another attack once the security forces try to come and rescue. So they have treaded very carefully. But at this point of time, where the focus is definitely on the rescue operation, the other focus is obviously on the operations in the nearby jungles in the Basran area. And we've been told that there were indications from intelligence agencies. So let's get that update also.
Kamaljeet, just stay with me. Let's get that update from Mir as well, who's joining us from Pahalgam. Mir, we understand the entire area has been cordoned off. This is, as you were telling us, peak tourist season. So you'll have scores of tourists there. Are they now being evacuated completely from Pahalgam and neighboring areas?
Well, you can't call it exactly evacuation because they're doing it on their own. As the tourists who are there are hearing about this incident, obviously they go into the panic mode. Then you also have their families calling them about their safety because families obviously would know that they are in Pahalgam. So they have decided that they will move out of Pahalgam. Now, obviously, authorities are ensuring that they're facilitated and they are in a secure way moved out of Pahalgam. So that is what is happening right now. And in a matter of a few hours, you will see Pahalgam is slowly getting deserted. All the tourists are moving out. Hotels have started to go empty. And this is the impact such an attack can have. Now, not the first time in Kashmir. If you look back at the last 10-15 years, you will find in between similar attacks directed at derailing the tourism season. So this one also seems to be with the same intention, and the spot is also very critical. If you talk of Baisaran, you have to reach there by foot or using horses, and it will take you around 30 minutes. So once you carry out an attack, you have at least 1 hour to escape from the location, go deep into the jungle area, because the reaction time would be at least 1 hour. The security forces will take time for them to reach the location. Then once the information decimates, so it has been very cleverly chosen as the spot of the target of this particular attack. So all these things are coming in. But a lot of activity in Pahalgam right now. You have officers coming in, you have a lot of security forces presence, you have the tourists going out, being escorted in security, and then also you have reports coming in from other locations of Kashmir where obviously tourists hearing about it are also, in fact, have decided to move out. Then You also have the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, which is shut. So it is a tough situation for the overall tourism industry and the tourists. And it is here that the government really needs to come in to instill sense of confidence and security in them. And obviously, it seems that the very fact that the Home Minister is himself flying in is an attempt to send that message across.
Very true. The Home Minister immediately taking note and is set to head to Pahalgam at 7 p.m. We understand he's going to be headed to Srinagar, holding a meeting there, and then in all likelihood moving to Pahalgam as well. But from what Mir tells us, these terrorists strategically chose this entire area, this meadow, which was completely inaccessible. You couldn't reach it by road. So most of the tourists either had walked or reached there on horseback. So for them to come out to get any help would be very, very challenging. For them to run and, get to some point of safety, again, very challenging. So the terrorists strategically chose this location knowing it would be teeming with tourists and knowing that there was no escape. And that's why opened fire at so many of these tourists, went batch by batch, going by what some of these tourists have said, the victims have said in these videos that have emerged. They're talking about how these terrorists came to them, spoke amongst themselves, said these are not Muslims, fired at them, and then went away. So group after group, they seem to have targeted a lot of these tourists and then managed to make their way into some of the densely forested areas, which they know in and out. But for the tourists, of course, they're completely challenged and handicapped in these locations because they don't know the area. And then the fact that, as Mir told us, completely inaccessible. So even for officials to get there, it was enough time for the terrorists to manage to flee, which is why the entire area now is being cordoned off, sanitized to ensure that there's no further risk of another attack. There's no further risk or threat to all of the people who are in Pahalgam right now. We are getting you the latest updates that are coming in. Chief Minister Omar Abdullah is also right now headed as we speak to Pahalgam, so he's expected to reach there any time now. But let's also put the focus on why you're seeing this kind of a terror attack. These terrorists clearly attempting to send out a message to the administration to warn against tourism booming in the valley. We've been seeing a slew of development projects, Vikas taking place in Kashmir, which doesn't suit the narrative of these terrorists. So they're trying to burst that bubble. They're trying to ensure that tourism doesn't peak in Kashmir. It's summer. This is when you see a lot of tourists heading to Kashmir to enjoy the beauty of the valley. So this is a desperate attempt by the terrorists, and a cowardly attack at that, to target young tourists who were there at Pahalgam, unarmed. This cowardly attack, as Home Minister Amit Shah has said, he said very clearly that those who committed this act will pay a heavy price. And that's the assurance that's come in from Home Minister Amit Shah. Prime Minister Modi is also reportedly tracking all the updates that are coming in right now in this particular attack and the rescue operations that are underway. The attack itself happened over a wide area in a massive ground. So even now, officials are kind of searching and scouting through the entire area, which is why our reporters on the ground have also been telling us that there is unfortunately a possibility of casualties going up also in this terror attack.